YouTube? Josh here. It is August 1st, 2015, and I am 2 days post-op for top surgery. Um, not really sure, like always, what I'm going to talk about, but I guess I can talk about my experiences in the hospital. So, Thursday, my scheduled appointment, or the time that they scheduled for surgery was 1:15, and I had to get there for 11:45. So I got there at like 11:30ish because I like to be early for things. And I went up and they had me like pre-register again and all that. And the first bracelet that they gave me, the gender marker said male, but for legal purposes it has to say female since I have not yet legally changed my gender marker. So I had to have that printed out again. Um, so then they had me go and change and all that. So I was in like these really huge blue pants that if I didn't tie them, they would have fallen down easily. The little surgical socks, and then the top for the gown, and then a robe. Um, and it was actually really comfy. I thought that I was gonna get this robe that I had for my past surgeries that like heats you up and all that, but I didn't. So then at like 1:15, I was brought into a little like examination room for them to like draw where they were making incisions and whatnot and just go over everything again. And being drawn on with the marker that the surgeon used was very ticklish. I was trying very hard not to like laugh or anything. um so then I was just sitting in there for a little bit while longer, and I want to say at like 1:30 is when they took me in. And the last thing I remember doing was laying down on the operating table and putting my arms like on the arm things, and they said that I was a pro at it already. So then I guess the surgery took about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours, I think. Um, so I guess I got out around 5, and then I was brought into recovery, and I wasn't feeling greatest. I was nauseous, and I usually don't get nauseous, but I didn't get the patch that they give people behind the ear until after. Um, so then I kind of was just sleeping and all that. And my mom was there, and then my sister and her roommate came up, same with my aunt and uncle, and they were all there talking, and I'm like, yeah, I am not gonna remember anything you're saying. Um, and then they finally moved me into my own room, and I wasn't in the recovery area anymore. And like I fell asleep again because I wasn't feeling the greatest. I wasn't able to eat anything all day, and I tried to eat saltines, but it just didn't sit well with me. So then I guess I fell asleep while my family was still visiting. And there was like this weird sticker thing, and it was like no OOB. So my uncle turned around and was like, they're forgetting a letter. And I guess they started all laughing. Um, so then they ended up leaving, and I was, I fell asleep, and around 11ish, I woke up, and like the nurses were in there checking my vitals and whatnot, and it, I asked to go to the bathroom, and it was the first time I stood, and it felt really like weird to be walking because like when I'm laying there, they had these weird compressive boots on that were like massaging my legs. And then I got back into bed, and throughout the night they just came in and checked my vitals and all that. But for I have like antibiotics that I have to take every 12 hours, and then my pain meds I take whenever I'm starting to feel a little bit of pain. Um, and then around 8 o'clock in the morning, they said that I was going to be able to be discharged after the doctor came and saw me. And For breakfast, they only gave me like liquidy stuff since I couldn't hold down anything. So I had chicken broth, I guess, and some apple juice for breakfast. Um, and then at like 10:30, I was finally able to leave, and my father brought me home. And so I've kind of just been relaxing, and this is how I look right now. The white part is the compressive binder. Then they have an ace bandage for extra compression, and then I have drains on each side. And then on the physical nipples, there's this thing that looks like a yellow baby pumpkin because they did a skin graft for the nipples, and that's just how they want them to like heal. But overall, I'm feeling a lot better. I feel a lot more confident already. Um, I feel like there was a hole that is now filled in my personality and all that. Um, I mean, it's not too painful though. Just a little bit on the left side. There's a little bit of pain, but nothing too bad. Um, and Wednesday I go back for my follow-up. They're taking the drains out, and that's when I'm gonna be able to like actually walk around without anything on. Um, so yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, you can leave them below or contact me directly. This is just a little quick update, so thank you and have a great rest of the weekend.